Hi everyone, my name's Adam. Thanks for watching my video on how to fit some new speakers in your EP3. I am sat in the back of my EP3 about to change my my rear speakers first of all, so good luck. So this is where your rear speakers are on your EP3, they're hidden behind this panel. To get in there, what you need is a tool to remove the panel. Here is a tool. This is a snap-on tool for removing trim. So you pop that in and your panel should come off, like so. So there you go. Once you've got your panel off, you'll see your speaker. Here's your speaker, held in by 3 Phillips screws, nice and simple. So all you need to do is take those out. Once you've taken your screws out, your speaker will be loose, like so. And in behind is a grey plug, this one, which you need to unclip and remove. So this is your plug. You've got 2 choices. You can either cut the end off this and rewire it, or what I've done is bought some adapters. These are Autoleads PC2-818. They're available on eBay. They were £2.47 each, and all they do is they just plug straight on. Okay, and there you go, plug straight in with your pre-wired terminals. Nice and simple, no messing around. Now, as for your speakers, you can obviously choose whatever you like. I've gone for these Alpines. I've always had Alpines before and they work very well. These are 6.5 inch or 16 centimetre with multi-fitment around the outside, so they should just screw straight in. So all you've got to do is line those up and screw them. Obviously, before you screw them on, you need to plug them in. You'll notice there are 2 terminals here. They are 2 different sizes, so they line up perfectly with the terminals we've just plugged in. There we go, all plugged in and ready to refit. You can use the original screws that you took out from the Honda speakers, and they will work perfectly with the standard with the new speakers. And there we go, 1 speaker in. 2 of the 3 screws did line up. The 3rd one didn't, but as it's just mounted on plastic, you can just screw that straight in and it will bite through because it's just a self-tapper. So I'm just going to click the panel back on and give it a quick test. There we go, 1 working speaker. So now to get on and do the other side. Okay, so all done. Here's our 2nd speaker fitted. And now time to move on with the fronts. Front speakers on EP3 are a little bit more fiddly, do require removal of the entire door guard. So I'll show you quickly how to do that. First thing to do is to remove this part of the trim. There's a little hole in the back just here, and if you poke something in behind, you'll be able to push that trim straight off and access some screws. In we go. Once you've picked it in, the bottom will pop out and that will just unclip and come off. And in behind here, you'll start to see some Phillips screws appearing, and obviously you need to start removing those. Next thing to do is to remove this piece of trim. Sits below the handle. You'll need to basically put your trim clip remover in here and pull the trim away to access the screws in there. Okay. In behind that piece of trim, you'll find some more screws. I think there's 4 in behind there. So just carry on and take Once you've removed all of the screws, this panel will simply remove in your hand and leave your door looking something like this. You can just unclip your electric window switch from here, which is the little grey plug as normal, and the switch panel. I've just had to stop because it started raining, so I thought I'd show you how to use a kettle in case you don't know. You put some water in and you click the switch. Have fun. So I've had a cup of tea and the rain has stopped, so I thought we'd come out and carry on. See how we. So what should be the last bit of trim you need to remove is this panel inside the mirror, and that should just pop off from this edge. There we go, removed. So do a check, make sure you've taken all the screws out of everywhere, and then the nice thing to do to remove the panel is at the bottom, you basically get your hand in underneath. There's a little cutout underneath here, and you need to give a bit of pressure on the panel and it should just pop off. So once you've popped off the bottom of the panel, it will start to unclip all the way around. So basically just go around and make sure all the poppers are removed all the way around. And then you should be able to lift the panel. So once you've undone all the clips, you just push the panel up from the bottom and it will unclip from the top of the door and come off. The cable you need to remove for the lock for the door is this one. So you unclip the little brown clip and then the cable will just swivel out, okay? So that should make it quite nice. Once you've done that, you'll be able to lift the panel out of the way and then you've got access to the door. And so the front speakers are a bit weird because it looks like they're just held in with glue and foam. I've got my Stanley knife, so the plan is to cut around the outer edge and I'll see what happens. Okay, so front speakers are actually held in by this metal clip and some plastic clips at the lower part. So this is going to make it quite awkward to mount the new speakers. So I'm just going to have a think about this for a second and then I'll... Okay, so according to all the guides I've read online, it's quite simple to fit some new speakers in front of a Civic Type R. when in reality it's not. This is the hole you're left with. There are no mounting points anywhere to actually fit your new speakers to. I had read online about buying a mounting kit, which I have done. This is an Autoleads SAK-2902. Yes, it does say it's for a Vauxhall Astra, I'm aware of that. But the kit consists of this ring, which actually doesn't line up too badly with the hole. What I'm going to do is drill some holes, test fit this with the door card and make sure it fits before I actually mount the speaker on. Otherwise I might be disappointed. So here we go, I've temporarily mounted the pod, which I drilled 3 holes and then attached on with screws, and I've temporarily mounted the speaker on it. I'm just going to get the door card and check for some clearance and make sure it all fits, and then I'll remove everything again because there's one more piece of the puzzle before we fit it all back in properly. Okay, so I test fitted the door card. Had to do a little bit of trimming on the back, just around the edge of the original speaker enclosure. If you try this method, you'll get what I mean. It's quite easy to trim it. Last thing before I fit the speakers back on is I'm going to fit some Dynamat. Dynamat sticks to this panel and it stops any distortion or any sound deadening basically. It's quite good stuff, and what you do is you stick it on and then you just kind of trim it to fit. So I'll do that now. And so there we are, one speaker installed, Dynamat backing, nice Autoleads adapter, and Alpine speaker, very solid, very secure, ready for the door card to be refitted. So here's the panel back on the driver's side, and all the speakers fitted and secured, everything back in place and looking lovely. We'll just shut the door, turn the music up. Definitely a lot clearer than it used to be. Sounds really good, so I'm quite happy with that. Just need to play with the settings and get it all tuned in lovely. But thank you for watching. I hope it's helped out. If anyone needs anything, just drop something in the comments and I'll see if I can help out a bit more. Thanks very much.